인연. It means providence or fate. That's just something Koreans say to seduce someone.
Do you want to see what the world is really like?
Yes.
This is Bella. She's an experiment.
She's understanding what it is to be a member of society.
Good evening.
In 1970, a curmudgeonly history teacher at a New England boarding school remains on campus during Christmas break to supervise Holdovers students, and ends up forming an unlikely bond with a brainy but damaged troublemaker.
It's real complicated.
My wife likes her nice things, so
Not as much as you do. You're gonna make trouble, make it big.
A young teacher hopes to be transferred to Istanbul after 4 years of mandatory service in a remote village, but is accused of inappropriate contact by 2 students. After losing hope, a colleague offers him new perspectives on life.
I just want you to know one thing. I'm not a monster.
I don't know what happened. I think he fell off that 3rd floor. The window's open.
Ludvig, velkommen til Halgos.
Muistatko sitä iltaa, kun laulet karaokea? Siinähän istui ne 2 naista. Tapasin sen pienemmän myöhemmin. Mentiin melkein naimisiin.
In 1926, 22-year-old doctoral student J. Robert Oppenheimer grapples with anxiety and homesickness while studying experimental quantum physics under Patrick Blackett at the University of Cambridge in England. Oppenheimer clashes with Blackett, leaving him a poisoned apple, but he later retrieves it. Visiting scientist Niels Bohr advises Oppenheimer to study theoretical physics at the University of Göttingen in Germany. Oppenheimer completes his PhD and meets scientist Isidor Isaac Rabi. They later meet theoretical physicist Werner Heisenberg in Switzerland. Wanting to expand quantum physics research in the United States, Oppenheimer teaches at the University of California, Berkeley, and the California Institute of Technology. He marries Catherine Kitty Puning, a biologist and ex-communist, and has an intermittent affair with Jean Tatlock, a troubled communist psychiatrist who later dies in an apparent...
what a good story this is. Childhood sweethearts who reconnect 20 years later and realize they were meant for each other. In the story, I would be the evil white American husband standing in the way of destiny.
Shut up. He was just this kid in my head for such a long time. I think I just missed him.
Did he miss you?
Ehsan!
와, 너다.
와,
와.
진짜 와다.
와.
Not really sure how to makes me feel like I can't
좋다.
live without you.
뭐가?
그냥
너랑 얘기하는 거?
This is Bella. She's an experiment.
She's understanding what it is to be a member of society.
Good evening.
The more autonomous she becomes, the more challenged these men seem to be by it.
Why do people not just do this all the time?
Bella.
Why I keep it in my mouth if it is revolting? I must go punch that baby.
In December 1970, Paul Hunham is a teacher at Barton Academy, a New England all-male boarding school that he once attended on scholarship. His students and fellow teachers despise him for his strict grading and stubborn personality. Dr. Woodrup, Barton's headmaster and Hunham's former student, scolds him for costing the academy money by flunking a major donor's son, causing Princeton University to rescind his offer of admission. As punishment, Hunham is forced to supervise 5 students left on campus during the Christmas holiday break, including Angus Tully, whose mother cancelled a family trip to St. Kitts to instead honeymoon with her new husband. When Hunham catches Angus trying to book a hotel room, the two argue about Hunham's disciplinarian policies. Angus runs through the school halls and defiantly leaps into a pile of gym equipment, dislocating his shoulder. Hunham takes Angus to the hospital. Mary, who has come to better terms with Curtis's death, gives Hunham a notebook for the monograph he wants to write. Hunham and Angus share a farewell.
The land had oil on it. Black gold. Money flows freely here now.
I do love that money, sir.
Their time is over. It's just going to be another tragedy.
When this money started coming, we should have known it came with something else. They're like buzzards circling our people. We're still warriors.
I need you here.
I am right here.
Expecting a miracle to make all this go away. You know they don't happen anymore.
Samet is a teacher who used to live in Istanbul but has been assigned to a post at a remote village in eastern Anatolia for years. He comes back from holidays for the winter term. He and his co-worker and roommate Kenan are soon accused of inappropriate behavior by 2 female pupils. To Samet's dismay, one of them is Sevim, who has been so far a protégé of his. In parallel, both Samet and Kenan meet together, and then separately, Nuray, a teacher in a neighboring village. The latter has been the victim of a terrorist explosion some time before and misses a leg. Together they discuss the possibilities and limits of living in the region. While Kenan and Nuray seem to fall in love, Samet's attitude changes and he too begins to take interest in Nuray despite his first impression.
Precise. Tell me everything.
Yes.
I don't know what happened. I think he fell off that 3rd floor. The window's open.
The report is inconclusive. An accidental fall is going to be hard for us to defend. That's why there's an investigation for a more suspicious death. Because you were the only person there. And of course, you're his wife.
You had a fight the day before he died.
You need to start seeing yourself the way others are going to perceive you.
You have to tell them exactly like you remember it. You complain about the life that you chose. You're not a victim. Not at all.
Be fair. I am a man who's been cheated on. I can't stand anymore. I'm fighting.
Jag bygger kongens första koloni derude.
Det är fantastiskt det du är igång med. Jag får redan en känsla av liv här ute.
Heden er Guds natur i al sin pragt. Hvorfor kastrere et vildt bæst, der bare gerne vil være frit?
Han har Gud netop ikke sat mennesker på jorden for at skabe civilisation.
Du kender ham. Han ved ikke engang, du findes.
Er du kommet til at lykkes med at bygge din koloni derude?
Ja.
Hvis du bekriger ham, så risikerer du alt. Schenkel stopper ikke, før han er vundet.
Jeg har brug for dig.
Du vil bare have din adelige titel, så du kan mænge dig med de fine folk.
Jeg må væk herfra.
Vi vill fan inte dö, för det är ett helt projekt.
Hold dig væk fra hende. Er det forstået?
Muistatko sitä iltaa, kun laulet karaokea? Siinähän istuu ne kaksi naista. Tapasin sen pienemmän myöhemmin. Mentiin melkein naimisiin.
Miksi te menneet?
Hukkasin puhelinnumeron.
Miksi et kysy numerotiedustelusta?
En tiedä nimeä.
Se kieltämättä vähän haittaa.